right? So I always like to get things started with like mental warm-ups. All right, so as you see the questions pop up on your screen, matter of fact, before we get started, somebody shoot me like a thumbs up or something like that, that they can see what's happening on this screen. Can y'all see this question right here? If so, go ahead and start letting me know the answers. All right, y'all just bear with me right now. I'm doing like 6 different things. All right, so 10 times 6. I could see it on my screen. Let me see if y'all can see it on your screen. Multiplication. 10 times 6. All right. Fun fact. Anything times 10, you just add a 0 to the number. All right. So in this case, 6. Anything times 10, you're going to add a 0. Boom. 12 times 11. All right. Why am I doing multiplication times tables? If you are taking your test, right, as I'm talking, y'all be answering the question. So with your pen, with your paper, think of it as a race. All right. Try to answer as quickly as you can. 12 times 11. All right. We do multiplication times tables because, yeah, make sure I'm right. Boom. Right. 132. Great job. Let me have we do multiplication times tables, right? Because the ASVAB is a timed test, 4 times 3. It's a timed test. So what do I mean by that? If you are taking forever to solve something like 4 times 3 and you have to do it the long way, you're going to fail. You might get the right answers, but it will take you too long to be able to solve each question doing it the long way. So we got to do, if you don't know it already, we have to learn our multiplication times tables, right? 9 times 9. All right, y'all who are commenting in the chat section, great job. Matter of fact, I want to see y'all's answers. Hold on one second. All right, I want to see y'all's answers. All right. Okay, let's do this. 9 times 9. Did anybody answer already? 9 times 9. Personally, I got 81. 9 times 9, 81. All right, so learn your multiplication times tables. All right, it's a must. 5 times 6, I got 30. All right, if it's taking you guys like 15, 20 seconds to be able to think of the answer, in my opinion, I think that's a little bit too long. Okay, 9 times 8. All right, try to get as quick as you can, right? Just seeing the numbers. 9 times 8. For some of y'all, I would recommend buying flashcards. In the description below, I listed a link so that way y'all can get flashcards. If you know that you need help, please get the flashcards. All right, 9 times 8, I got 72. All right, I'm not perfect, but for the most part, it makes sense to me. Okay, sometimes I still get some wrong, right? 11 times 3. For something like this, I might mess around and say 30, right? If you said 30, it's not 30. All right, so let me stop messing around. All right, so fun fact, whenever you're timesing anything by 11, okay, at least numbers 1 through 9, what you're going to do is double the number. So in this case, 11 times 3, you're going to take this 3 and double it. 3, 3. Okay. If it was 11 times 5, you'll take the 5, double it. 55. 11 times 9, double it. 99. All right. So here we got 11 times 3, 33. All right. 4 times 7. 4 times 7. What y'all got? I got 28. 2 times 8. We should know this one. This one should be quick. I got 16. There we go. I'm not going to say the answer to this one, all right? Because I just said it 5 seconds ago. Whenever you're timesing anything by 11, right? Numbers 1 through 9, what do we do? 9 times 11. 9 times 11. All right? We double it. 9 times 11 being 99. Hold on, y'all. I'm having... All right. 0. 0 times 10. Anything times 0 is going to be 0. All right. That one. That one should have been a quick one. 7 times 1. All right. Anything times 1 is going to be 7. In my opinion, I think we're still struggling with this, right? Normally, I do a quick mental warm-up, but since I feel like we're struggling, you know, like I don't think we're fully warmed up yet. All right. So we're going to continue going. 0 times 5. Anything times 5. I'm sorry. Anything times 0 is going to be 0. Here's a good one. All right. 13 times 7. If you don't know your 13s times tables, that's fine. What I would recommend you doing is if you know your 12 times tables, i.e. 12 times 7, right? Figure out what that is and then add another 7. All right. So if you don't know 13 times 7, let's go back to 12 times 7. What would you get? So if it was 12 times 7, I believe that's 84. And then if we plus 7, what would that give us? Right? So from 84 plus 7. Is this right? I've never done 7 times 13 in my life. But would you look at that? All right? Because I have a frame of reference to think about, because I have a frame of reference already in my brain, it makes sense. All right? So 9 times 5. 9 times 5. We should know our 5 times tables, so let's get it. 9 times 5. I got 45. Y'all believe me? 45? All right, sounds good. Let's do about like 5 more of these, and then we're going to switch it up really quick. So let's speed through this. 7 times 2, I got 14. 6 times 5, I think we did this. I might be tripping. But 6 times 5, 30. We should know our 5 times tables. Come on, they're pitching us the easy ones. 0 times 8. Anything times 0, 0. 12 times 3. 12 times 3. What y'all got? 12 times 3. I got 36. Great job to y'all who are following along, man. Great job to y'all who are trying. Even if you get it wrong, don't feel ashamed, all right? This is a judgment-free zone, all right? So don't feel shy. Don't feel afraid. I actually admire people who take a chance and they might get it wrong versus people who, you know, are too shy and they're afraid to try it all. So 1 times 2, that's obvious too. Come on, we don't got anything else crazy. 10 times 1, that's going to be 10. All right, 12 times 12. 12 times 12. 12 times 12. What y'all got? So I think there's a little bit of a lag. That's why I'm not seeing answers. All right. So 12 times 12. 144. All right. So great job. Great job. Great job. Right. I think by now we should be thinking along the lines of math. All right. What did I say? I said we're going to switch it up, right? Okay. Well, let's switch it up. So Let's switch it up then. All right. Instead of multiplication that y'all are used to, okay. Let's see what we got. All right. 27 divided by 9. A lot of people can do multiplication, but when it comes to division, oh my goodness gracious. All right. Oh my goodness gracious, it's usually not a good story. So let's try our best, okay? Multiplication and division are related to one another, okay? If you know your multiplication times tables, it will help you with division. So 27 divided by 9, or how many times does 9 fit into 27? You can think of it like that. All right, I see y'all commenting 3. All right, well, I see y'all commenting 3. All right, so let's go with it. Let's go with it. All right, we're going to take division slow. All right, very, very, very slow. 30 divided by 10. Okay, or think about it this way. What number times 10 equals 30? All right, if you're slow at division, don't worry. Messiah battle. Division is usually everybody's downfall. What number times 10 equals 30? All right. Personally, I'm going with 3. If you guys going to war with me on this answer, let's see. Yep, it's correct. 72 divided by 12. We incorporating big numbers now. All right. Big numbers. Don't get intimidated, man. Lesson of the day. Don't let math intimidate you. Okay. Don't let math intimidate you. What number times 12 equals 72? All right. We're not going to get intimidated by 72. All right. Or it's not going to happen. What number times 12? I'm sorry. Yes. What number times 12 equals 72? All right, so I see 3. I don't know if that 3 is pertaining to this question or the last question. All right, we can try 3. Are we going with 3? You see, the answers are coming in slower, right? So division is a lot of people's kryptonite. Okay, I see 6. I see 3. All right. So I'm going with 6. 6 times 12 equals 72. Okay? 6 times 12 equals 72. Whoever was saying 3, maybe you were talking about the last question. Maybe you were talking about this question. What I like is that you gave an answer. So remember, this is a judge-free zone. All right, judge-free zone. Great job. Keep participating. Okay, we're going to get some answers wrong, but that's how we learn as a group. All right, 72 divided by 12. Let's see. 6. Here we go again. Another 72. 72 divided by 8. Don't let math intimidate you. Break it down bit by bit. Okay? Bit by bit. 72 divided by 8. Let me see if I could do something, man. I want to see if I could use this as a teaching moment. What are y'all thinking? 72 divided by 8. All right, I see somebody saying 7. Oops. I see somebody saying 9. What do y'all think? Right? 72 I see 7, I see 9. Okay, well, let's see. All right. So 72 divided by 8. Okay. One said 7, one said 9. Let's go with 9. 9 will be the correct answer. Okay? Here's one that visually looks intimidating. However, it's not too bad. Remember I told y'all in the beginning that there's a certain number that if you times it by this certain number, you just add a 0 at the end? What number is that? 120 divided by 12, or what number times 12 equals 120? What number times 12 equals 120? Listen, I'm not in a rush tonight. If we stay on division all night, I'm perfectly fine with that. All right? Perfectly fine with that. Okay, I see somebody saying 9. I see somebody saying 10. All right. So 120 divided by 12, right? I'm going with 10. Remember, 10 times any number, you just add a 0 at the end of that number. So if we're doing 10 times 12, we're going to add a 0 on the end of that 12, making it 120. 120 divided by 12 equals 10, or 10 times 12 equals 120. All right, I hope I'm making sense here. Here we have 20 divided by 4. 20 divided by 4. Divided by 4. All right, I see 5. I'm going with 5. I agree. $48 divided by 4, or what number times 4 equals 48? What number times 4 equals 48? What number times 4 equals 48? Some of y'all might be asking, why is he going so slow today? The reason I'm going so slow today is because it's not about rushing through questions, all right? It's about understanding why we're doing what we're doing. All right, so 48 divided by 4, remember, 12. A lot of people struggle with their 12 times tables. 12 times 4 equals 48, all right? Times tables that people struggle with often is their 12 times tables, their 9 times tables, like 7, 8, 9s usually gets people, 12s usually gets people. So I can understand that's why the answer starts slowing down, all right? Because people typically struggle with those. Here we have 22 divided by 11. I told y'all some time ago, 11 times, whenever you're timesing something by 11, at least numbers 1 through 9, you just double the number, right? So in this case, 22 divided by 11 is going to be 2. Okay, 2 times 11 equals 22. All right, great job. So it looks, so yep, Haley's on top of it, right? 45 divided by 9. $45 divided by 9. I'm going with 5. Let's see. Perfect. All right, y'all. I want to see what y'all going to get for this. 108 divided by 9. And let me see if I can show y'all how to solve this. For those of you who have pen and paper, I get a lot of comments actually about, hey, Simba, can you teach me how to do long division? All right. So matter of fact, let's use this question as an example. Right, so we have 108 divided by 9. (108) divided by 9. Let me see if y'all could see this actually. All right, are y'all still seeing my screen? 108 divided by 9. All right, so for those of you who are asking, how do we go about solving in questions like this, long division? You're going to put the big number on the inside. You're going to put the small number on the inside. All right, so 108 divided by 9. We got it like this. And then you're going to say, how many times does 9 fit into 1? 9 cannot fit into 1 at all. Okay, so we're going to go over it. We're going to include the next placeholder. How many times can 9 fit into the number 10? All right, 1 time. So we're going to go ahead and put our 1 here. Okay, 1 times 9 equals 9. You're going to subtract these two numbers. 10 minus 9 equals 1. And then we're going to move to the right. This 8 is going to drop down. All right, down here at the bottom. How many times does 9 fit into 18? Or 9 times what equals 18? The answer is 2. All right, 2 times 9 is 18. And then when we subtract these two numbers, we get 0. That's how we know we're finished. All right, so the answer, 108 divided by 9, is going to be 12.